What's up, YouTube? Lord Xander here, coming to you with another retro comic book review video. I'm gonna try to keep this between 8 and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna run through this pretty fast. So this is a graphic novel, The Sensational She-Hulk, by my favorite writer of She-Hulk, artist, etc., John Byrne. Actually, artist, I should say. All right, so we have other people with John Burton, Kim and Petra. So on the back side of this graphic novel, we have the man himself. We got Mr. Kim over here, Demal Mueller, and Petra. So women in comics, but they're all white. Anyways, let's ignore that. All right, so this comic, or actually it's a graphic novel. This is bigger than the regular comic book size. Of course, that's the interior cover, graphic novel. So Marvel did this run of graphic novels. They had, of course, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, you know, so on and so forth, and a graphic novel form. So, of course, you have the death of Captain Marvel, you know. Anyway, so this is number 18. Produced in 1985. All right. So, considering this is you know, an old school Marvel, when Marvel was good, it's not in bad shape. I mean, obviously, when I got this back in the day, it was only $6.95, and of course, you know, some wearing on the creases from opening the book and reading it, as you can tell. But anyways, so back to the interior. All right, so this is kind of a funny story, because this goes back to Jennifer and Bruce back in the day when they were kids. And this is something you won't see. The White Nick Fury. All right, so Nick Fury, just like in the Marvel comics, is talking to a group of people who are obscured, obfuscated. You can tell they're talking, they're people of importance, but you don't know who they are. And they're having a conversation, giving them like kind of directions. So they're talking about Hulk and She-Hulk. You know, they mentioned the Fantastic Four. And this, of course, is about S.H.I.E.L.D. So there he is smoking cigars, and there is our girl, She-Hulk. And then in the background is her boyfriend, Wyatt. Now, of course, Wyatt is of Native American, or what they would call Indian descent. And, you know, hey, she has a boyfriend. All right, so, yeah, she does kind of manhandle, and it's kind of funny. You know, there's a lot of things in the Marvel comic books that are kind of hilarious, but there's relationships. So there she is, like, crying because, you know, she's, you know, crying about Bruce Banner, her cousin. And then, of course, you know, what girlfriend does from time to time is dress up for her man, and they go out in the town. All right, so here is a problem. We have the Mandroids. So Mandroids and the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but Mandroids are huge. But I want you to kind of think about this in scale. Look, she is taller than the Mandroids. And again, these Mandroids are like, I don't know, 7 foot or whatever. They're big. They're like, you know, suits of armor meant to take on, you know, super villains and need to be superheroes. So they're gonna arrest her. She starts thrashing them. You know, they do a blast. They knock her off her feet, and then the people start to protect her because, you know, Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, is popular. Okay, starts fighting and, you know, kicking butt. They do kind of like a electric, I mean, not electric, but like kind of a sound wave disorientating her. But she smacks some android with a car. She's like, you know, winning him. And then, boom. They end up in S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters. So, you know, of course, She-Hulk's fighting because she's being unlawfully detained. You know, they find out, oh, nuts, they're in space. All right, so I'm going to stick to the funny part here because they want to, like, you know, of course, search her, make sure there's any weapons or whatever. They threaten Wyatt here. So She-Hulk's like, all right, fine. You want me to strip? Fine, I'll do it. And she does. So she makes a joke. Hey, do you want me to do jumping jacks and stuff? It's hilarious. So, you know, Wyatt's pissed, covers She-Hulk with her coat, and they're talking with a dum-dum. Okay. And then, you know, there's a threat that they can't talk about, blah, blah, blah. She's detained. They knock her out, you know. Of course, she can, they made the cage or the cell for She-Hulk size, but she sinks down to Jennifer Walters size and easily slips out. And they're like, hey, you know, what the hell? And of course, there's this alien creature on board, takes over a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Jennifer sees this, but, you know, she's, I don't think she saw this that's going on, the takeover, but she, you know, transforms back into She-Hulk and, you know, starts messing with the controls. There's problems, there's ships falling off and planes falling off and crashing on things. So, you know, luckily no one dies. There's She-Hulk. Notices the dead body. There's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, like, just unloads this rifle into her. And then there she's like, no. Don't think so. So, of course, you know, she gets another suit. Purple suit. And then goes kind of skydiving. You know, let's get to the control room and all that. So, apparently these are like sentient roaches. They try to take over. She's like, no way. You know, chaos ensues and all that. The helicarrier crashes, blah, blah, blah. All right, I gotta start wrapping this up. But, you know, she's, of course, a member of the Fantastic Four. 3 days later, they check her out. She's okay. Now, because of these events, she's like, you know, she just, I don't think she can turn back to the She-Hulk or something. Or she can't stay Jennifer Walters for a long time. But, you know, Reed can't figure it out. He's like, sorry. So what's the bad news? So again, Jennifer Walters, cousin to Bruce Banner, loves to be She-Hulk. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. And again, they had so much material, so many years of comic books, graphic novels to follow for the Disney Plus show, but they write trash instead. So had they stuck to something like this, it would have been much better. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. This was a little mini comic book review. Thank you for watching, and I'll have more videos on the way, so make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you. Bye-bye.